Hi guys, welcome back to the RC store. My name's Ammo. Check out what we got on the desk. That's right, brand new, hot off the press from deerc. This is the 8618. This is brand new. Now this, I believe, is the fastest RC they have physically produced. Now if you don't know who deerc are, they are a relatively budget brand out there, and they do produce some epic cars at affordable prices. A lot of you guys out there do want to see affordable, budget-friendly RC cars, so I do time to time put a fair few up on the channel. This was sent to me by deerc to review, and in this video we're going to unbox it, we're going to check it out, look at the full specifications, and then we're going to head out and give it a true test. So without further ado, let's get into this. So looking at the box art, now this is completely different. So black and white box art, but you have got some holographic themes going on, which makes it stand out. Now this is a brushless vehicle and it's 4-wheel drive, and I believe it is one of the fastest RC cars they have physically produced. Flicking round to the back of the box, nothing to write home about, just a bit of warnings, etc. and your do's and not to do's around the back of the box. On the side of the box, keeping the suspense there. And over on this side, we've got some specifications. So we have got an ESP gyro on there, as you can see. It's brushless, brushless power modulation, metal drive. So I'm guessing it's got metal drivetrain, and it's got vertical shock absorbers. I hope they're oil filled. So let's crack this box open and see what it actually comes with. I think I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Oh, come on, get in there.
10 years later.
And we're there. There we have it. This is a physical car. It's called a Rover 4-wheel drive. Now, I will unbox this. Let's put everything to a side and let's see what it actually comes with. So this is how it's all presented. Quite neat, to be fair. So far, so impressed. Right, that to a side. What else does this box come with? You got a controller, you got another box, you got another box. Right, let me unbox this, spread it across the desk, and we'll go through everything together. Right, everything unboxed, spread across the desk. Let's go through what actually comes with this physical car. You do get 2 manuals. Now, they are both in different languages. I believe one's in German, and you've got one in English. The manual itself looks pretty decent, to be fair. So you've got an introduction page on there, which is nice to have. They've got exploded diagrams. Check that out. Now for a RC at this price range, definitely fantastic to see, and everything is labeled with part numbers, so if you do break it you can order the parts. And as you can see there, pictures of the parts along with part numbers, so you can physically look up the part numbers online and order the parts directly. A bag full of goodies. In here you get a USB charging lead, you also get a screwdriver, you get a few Allen keys, you get a few hinge pins and R-clips as well. Also a little wrench for your wheels. Not a bad little bit of kit, to be fair. Now this car is available with different battery level options. So you can get it with a single 2S battery, or you can get it with 2 2S batteries. That's right, this thing is brushless and it runs LiPo batteries. So here I've got 2 LiPo batteries. That's a great touch, and obviously these LiPo batteries do have balance leads on them, and they are on a Dean's connector. You got the controller itself. Now to be fair, this controller looks alright, to be fair. Like I said, nothing to write home about, as in nothing special, but it's not bad, to be fair. So here you got steering trim, throttle trim, and steering dual rate. So you got them 3 there. You've also got throttle reverse and steering reverse just there. And then you've got your on and off switch just there. You've got an on and off light indicator there as well. In terms of the controller itself, it feels like it's a decent size. It's a full size controller. It feels okay in terms of feeling, etc. Now it does come with a nice foam grip on the wheel itself. But once again, I will say that the wheel is a bit far forward. They could have done it with being slightly closer, because if it's a young child, etc., their hands ain't as big as adults, and I can barely touch the wheel. So just my honest opinion. But 2 hands, not an issue. at the bottom here, I believe it takes AA batteries. I will check for you guys, but you do have a screw that you got to open first. So screw removed, flick that open, and it does take 3 AA batteries at the bottom here. So yeah, nice and easy. You don't have to put the screw back in place. It is advised by the company to do so, but it does, the bottom clasp does just click in. So it's pretty much locked in. You don't have to put the screw back in, but you can if you want to. Now, the car itself. Yeah, little beast, right? Let's pull you guys in and let's take a proper look at this, and let's have a look at the full specifications before we go for a bit of a bash. So looking at the car from the front, as you guys can see there, you have a LED light bar in the front bumper. It is a composite bumper, to be fair. Some nice oil-filled shocks. Okay, positive start so far. Some funky design wheels. They look pretty cool, to be fair. In terms of the tyres, no foams or anything in there, but they feel okay is the way to put it. Looking through here, you do have pillar balls. Okay, interesting. So you can see some pillar balls just there, but the hubs, etc., and the mounts are all plastic. The upper arm, lower arm is plastic as well. You do have a metal drive shaft and a metal turnbuckle with plastic ends on there as well. The suspension itself, like I said, oil-filled suspension, but adjustable. And the same setup on the rear, as you guys can see there. Now, you do have rear lights as well. So 2 red LEDs in the back bumper, along with the wheelie bar too. Coming over the top of the shell. It reminds me, I'm not going to lie, it reminds me of a Mini Max. But you do have R-clips on the body. It's not clipless. But so far, not a bad looking Mini RC, right? And taking off the body, yes, this looks like a serious Mini RC. So here you can see the brushless motor. I believe it is a 5,480 kV brushless motor. It's a 2847. It does come with a heatsink on there as well, which is a nice touch. Dean's connector for your ESC. ESC just here with a fan on top. That's a nice touch as well. You got your receiver sitting just over here. Now, you do have LED lights, like I have said to you, and the input is just there, as you can see. You've got the antenna just up front, plastic bulkheads, front and rear, plastic body mounts. And to be fair, on these sort of cars, you don't want metal. Plastic's pretty cool, and they do flex. And these cars are quite durable. Normally, from testing previously, these small RCs, you can actually give them some stick. So like I said here, you can see the drive shafts are all metal. They are dog bones up on the rear. And I believe, are they dog bones or CVDs? They're CVDs up on the front. I'll try and focus in for you guys. My bad. There you go. So CVDs up front. But yeah, overall, it looks pretty impressive. Right, turning it upside down. This does look impressive, to be fair. So you got a plastic chassis, and then you do have metal skid plates over the front and rear diffs. So that is positive for me, but you do have standard posi drive hardware. Now, if that was hex drive hardware, that would have been even better. But hey, it's a budget RC, we can't complain. And to get these bits in metal, the skid plates, I think that's a fantastic touch. So far, looking at this truck, for a 16th scale RC truck, it's got some cool features, to be fair. Now I think the only thing we can do is take it out. We're going to give it a GPS speed run, because there's some big claims for big speeds out of this. So we're going to give it a full GPS speed run. Let's see what the top speed on this actually is. And then we're going to basically take it out to a bit of a skate park, do a durability test, see what it's like with some skate park action, and just overall on a pump track. Let's see how we get on. So without further ado, let's get into this. So we're here on location with the deerc 8618. It is raining here in the UK. The weather has been atrocious, so I have been putting this video off. But today's probably the clearest day I'm going to get. So yes, we're going to go for a bit of a speed run. And then after a speed run, we'll probably hit a couple of parks and see what this thing's actually capable of. So for a GPS speed run, I have got my GNSS set up inside the vehicle itself. You can probably just see the orange bit poking out. I'm going to put it on track. I'm going to put it on start, and we will check that it's all working. All working. Let's get into a speed run. So here we go. Right, I'm not sure what to expect on top of high speed run for this, but running to the top, spin it round. All right, pull that throttle right back, pinned. All right, that was full throttle. I don't need to run that again. Let's bring it back. Let's see what it's pulled. All right, brought it back. So stop the GPS, press read. 29 mile an hour. That's pretty impressive from a 16th scale, to be fair. It's controllable, not too crazy and wappy. Yeah, not bad. Right, next location. Right, over on the pump track. Let's see how it gets on here. It's smooth on here, to be fair. Right, over the other side. To be fair, it's quite controllable here. And I know you guys like seeing fast RCs, etc. But this, honestly, any quicker, it just won't be manageable. And I don't think it'd be fun. This is perfect. You can't go wrong, to be fair. 29 mile an hour, goes through long grass as well. Yes. Takes the berms nicely. Catches some air as well. Oh, I bailed out of that, almost. I think we will get it. I'll try again. Incoming. Almost. It's on its all fours. Right, we'll take that, we'll take that. Not a bad truck, to be fair. Like I said, plenty of power for what it is. You can go crazy and hoom with it. Right, I think we need to go to one more location. Right, next location, we've come to a mini skate park. You guys may remember this. I actually filmed the Minimax here. So it was only right, as this is in the same category, to bring it here and see how it gets on. Now, one thing I do want to say, it is extremely wet today, as you can see. And personally, that wheelie bar has not come in use today. But judging on the way this thing hooks up and the way it's wheel spinning, I'm guessing in the dry, this thing will definitely wheelie. That's pretty much guaranteed. Like I said, top speed of 29 mile an hour. Yeah, so unfortunately I couldn't use that feature today, but let's see how it does at the skate park. Nice. Right, bit of a spin out there. Oh, nice jump over there. Coming in. Nice. Now it does have bash guards underneath, which helps to keep the underneath all solid. Whoa, took some air, didn't mean to go that far. Going for a drop in. Oh, I took a drop in, nice. Cleared that, perfect. Bring it over on the other end. This thing ain't bad at this little skate park, to be fair. Whoa, some air there. Let's take that back round one more time. Nice. Got him wild. Whoa. That was a bit of a unique jump. All right, we do have a nice little jump here, to be fair. And we're going to send it. Let's see how it cracks on with this. So coming through. Backflip. Landed. Nice. That was absolutely amazing. Let's see if I can do it one more time. Front flip. Oh, chassis slap. But landed and we're all good. Blazing through. Coming through here. Like I said, it's exceptionally wet and I don't think I'm going to find a drier day now that we're approaching winter. But this thing is a lot of fun for adults and for beginners especially, and for young ones. Yes. See it going whappy. Right, we're back in the studio. Now, I have basically got onto something here. Now, this car states that it does over 50 mile an hour and 29 mile per hour out the way. It was respectable, but not quite claimed the 50 mile an hour. So, I had a quick look at the manual, which, granted, I should have done at the start. But apparently, there is a way of unlocking the speed to achieve 50 mile an hour. So let's head back outside and let's get that GPS speed run retaken and let's unlock the full potential of 50 mile an hour. Right, I'm back out to give this another GPS speed run because I believe this does do 50 mile an hour. So in order to get that speed, you need to unlock it. So to unlock it, you hold the wheel one way. You see the yellow light should flash. There you go. You let go and then hold it the other way and it should flash again. There you go. Now we have unlocked extreme violent mode. Right, yes, a lot more violent. As you guys can see, it is wet and this thing is now wheeling. I've got the GPS strapped. As you can see here, I'm going to put it on track. I'll press start, just make sure it's all working. Yes, it is. Let's go into a proper GPS speed run and let's see if we can hit that 50 mile an hour. Right, here goes. I've turned the dual rate down and because it's wet, I am going to have to feather this in. I can't just give it full beans because it'll never hit it, to be fair. It'll either backflip or you'll just spin. So, coast is clear behind me. Let's go. Let's send it. Let's bring that 50 mile an hour home. Whoa! Right, that was quick. It did spin out there. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to give it a couple of passes. I may have just got it there. I may have just got it. Right, I did get a squeeze on the throttle full there. Bring it back. Last pull. Full throttle. Going absolutely whappy there. It's managed to pull itself back out. Woohoo! This thing is absolutely ludicrous on this high speed unlock mode. Absolutely crazy. Now in the skate park I did not use it on obviously high speed. I used it on the low speed and it did everything perfectly fine. It even did backflips. So you can only imagine with that, it's going to do doubles. Definitely. This thing's awesome. And to be fair, a company like this bringing something like this out actually puts the Minimax a little bit to shame, to be fair. Just my personal opinion. Let's see what it pulled on a GPS speed run. Let's press stop there. Read 47 mile an hour. Guys, it's absolutely wet. I'll take that. This car, I will say, is capable of 50 mile an hour plus easy. It is extremely wet. In dry conditions, it'd hook up a lot better, but I'll take that. Absolutely amazing. It's just done 47 mile an hour. This thing's absolutely epic. Now, there is a little secret that you do have to do on the controller in order to unlock that mode. And once you unlock it, this thing turns into a beast. Incredible. Now, there is certain settings that you have to do on the car itself and the controller in order for it to handle at them sort of speeds. But yeah, it handles pretty well, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, the road I was running on ain't the best road. It's concaved, so the car will always naturally pull left or right, depending on what side of the road it's on. And also, the surface was extremely wet. So I believe it would have pulled over 50 mile an hour if I had the conditions, but I just didn't. And I managed to pull that trigger on full for about 2 seconds or 3 seconds, and we pulled 47 mile an hour out of it. And I thought that was pretty impressive. However, the only thing on the downside about this car is the tires. I will say, at them sort of speeds, these things were spinning. Now, it might be down to the wet weather, but that's the only thing on my trip today that I noticed let it down. Other than that, this thing's absolutely incredible. Now, there is a link in the description of where you can pick one up from. Be sure to check that out. I believe they retail just under £200. And when you compare it to other 16th scale competitors, like the Minimax, I think it's great value for money. But once again, it's one of those cars, ain't for everyone, but if you're looking for a small, fast RC car that's capable of bashing and doing over 50 mile an hour, I think this is the one for you. Guys, if you've enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.